Hello and welcome to the 27th year of the Melbourne Musos Ping Pong Open. Quiet, please. Yes, wonderful volley there to bring up match point. Quiet, please. Yes, game, set and cash to the tennis player. His first prize is to spend 2 weeks in the Melbourne Detention Centre. Second prize to the loser is to watch Melbourne Musos tonight. Yes. Hey.
Hallelujah.
Hey!
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, everyone. What a week. Hello, everyone. My name's Chris Quinlan. Welcome to Melbourne Musos Facechook Live. Wow. Developments happening. Ooh, I just found out that second, just while I was putting the pooch in the other room. Somebody's visa got cancelled. Someone did the naughty thing. Ooh. Hey, how's everyone tonight? Hey, as I said, Chris Quinlan, Melbourne Musos Facechook Live. Hey. Ooh, let's talk about a few drumming things, a few topical things with lots of fun. As much as I can make it for you, it's been a miserable kind of week for music, hasn't it? Ooh, okay. What is it that, the bending of the rules, eh?
Hallelujah.
So what goes on? Do this. Do this. You've got a phone, haven't you? Just go live and just play your stuff. It'll probably end up being, if you set up a paywall, on a live feed, you might end up with a profit rather than paying to play. Topical, I tell you. Game, set, and cash. That's what it's about. Hey! But let's keep our chin up. There you go. I'm going to talk about resolution points and the leading hand tonight. I've got a couple of things with technique that I do. We all know about our, hold the sticks the right way, traditional grip or match grip, that kind of thing. And what you can also do is your rudiments, of course, that's my sacred duty, is to teach all my little poppets the rudiments and get them all going lightning quick. One of the things, I grew up, I've got my beloved practice pad over there that I've had since I started. I'm still to this day, it's still sitting on dear old Dad's bar stool. Here, son, there's your drum stool. That kind of thing. It's a bit Harry High Pants with the stool, but it's perfect to put the practice pad on, and it's right there on a normal chair, and you go nuts on that. No problem. It's over there. I love it. It's a relic. The clairvoyant put his finger on it and go, bloody hell, get this guy off to jail. So what it is, one of the things I've noticed that over the last dozen years, the electronic drum kit rules supreme, mainly because of built-up living and, get off those bloody drums, I wish it stuck with violin, all this business. And one of the things that seems to have waned a little bit is the sense of dynamics. So what I'm doing tonight is going to show you techniques as per, wrapped up with dynamics and touch. And through this I'm going to do the mallets and just show you a couple of things that might help. Okay? So what happens is I've got a little thing, what's the lead hand. When you're playing any kind of beat, you might have that. I've often talked about being a child of my time with the hi-hat pumping away a la John Bonham. Around long before that though. Now, I've got the triggers on for a reason. This is the African kit with a couple of setups there. Now, I'll go to this tom here. Look what happens when I use a snap level, simply a volume control, like on your phone, 1 to 10. 1 to 10. If you start really soft, it's just the drum. Oh, something's happening. Hear the change? There's a threshold. So even the electronics, you might have 5, you might have halfway. And what happens is you have a certain sound, and then as soon as your threshold goes perhaps above the 5 level, it changes. Much the same way as when you're doing a snare drum thing. We go into the rim shots, which I talked about last week when I played the t-shirt. There you have it. And what goes on there is technique. Okay, let's talk about snap levels, 1 to 10. Let's just keep it normal. Start to utilize the bounce of the stick, or the mallet in this particular case. And then what happens is dynamics, because it's so often lost to practice pads. Okay, lost to practice pads and lost to electronic drum kits. Everyone's got I don't diss them. I mean, look at me, I've got triggers. You see, my triggers are on the top. With an electronic drum kit, they're on the bottom. And over there used to be the most bashed electronic drum kit in the suburb. Then I got the kit there, and then I triggered it up. And now I've put it back to the real thing. There you go. But what happens is I'll give you a couple of exercises here. This is one I call the alternate 4s. There's 100,000 different exercises. Here's a couple that I like and developed up and things, and a couple of old standards which I'd love to pass on to you. What goes on is, one of the things I'd just like to say is I wear my references on my sleeve. Last week I played the t-shirt, and I'm open about, well, I got this from this dude, I got that from that dude, and all that. Sometimes there's a bit of a culture where it's main, all main, and I'm not going to show you this. Or it's going to be, oh, well, I developed this, and all of a sudden you go, man, it's a paradiddle. I mean, the Swiss Army developed that in 800 AD because they're all mercenaries, give me a break, sort of thing. So I wear my influences on my sleeve and all that. So with this little exercise called alternate 4s, it's just a simple thing that I'm just giving to you, right? It's just lots of 4s, because if any number rules supreme in music, it's the number 4. Common time is 4/4, 4-bar phrases, choruses, 12-bar blues, 3 lots of 4, that kind of thing. So there you go. What I mean by 3 lots of 4 is a 4-2-1 progression. That's for another day. But what happens is I'll go through some ideas with you. Here's a thing called the alternate 4s, and what I do here is there's 4 lots of right played 4 times, like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 4, let's say 4 crotchets with the right hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4-bar phrase. Same with the left hand. then quavers. And yes, I'm putting an accent in there. You don't have to. If I took the triggers out just for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. You see it? And what happens then is if you're using dynamics, I'll put it back in. If you're using dynamics and such, one of the things I also try to explain is that no matter where you are in your development, whether you're having your first lesson ever, you've been you've been playing for years, whatever it might be, whatever exercises you're doing, try and make them musical, okay? Rather than slog, whack, 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 slog, whack, whack, and metronome, metronome. Of course we do it all. There it is there. I'm going to use it tonight. Game, set, cash. Game, set, and cash. Quiet, please. So. Single throat roll. Again. Left. Do with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and left. 3 rudiments and 1, 2, 3, 4, and left. 2, 3, 4, and single stroke. And again and right. And double stroke roll and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and Paradiddles. What happens is when you're actually doing things like that, you're going from, say, a beat into a fill-in and stuff. What you can do, there's a lot of very fluent drummers out there who really keep the continuity with their lead hand, whether it's a left hand or a right hand. If I was to go right hand, so if I went... right hand never stopped, did the same thing. It's just always there. Like that. That's it. Threshold. Hi-hat, snare drum. That's a resolution point, you see. So if you've got a crotchet, you see, like... Now 16th notes. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Ooh. So there's always a resolution point of very famous exercise by George Lawrence Stone, who was one of the people who helped put together the 26 standard rudiments that morphed itself into the 40 pass rudiments Percussion Art Society, if you don't mind. Wall charts and all sorts of different things. Always remember that a rudiment generally is quite literal. Okay, so if you just say paradiddle, of course, paradiddle, paradiddle, you know, that kind of thing. Radamaku. Radamaku. There it is. It's simple. There you go. It's all in the doing then. And there you go. Maybe that's not so simple, but there you have it. But what happens is George Lawrence Stone came up with a little thing called the killer, which very famous drummer Joe Morello, of one of his great students of the Dave Brubeck quartet fame. Do-do-dee-do-do-do, bum bum bum, ra-da-da-da, do-do-do-do. Okay, take 5, rest. And what he championed, the killer. And what happens is it's pyramid style, okay? Sort of start small and work out. It's like a pyramid, that kind of thing. It's a well-worn and much-loved kind of practice routine. So I'll introduce it to you. What you do is just 4 taps with each hand. You start with one group of 4. So it's 1, 1. I'll do it without the thingamajigs. 1, 1. Now 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then 6. I think you get it now. 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. G, la, 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 re, G, da. Blast off. 2001, sorry. Loose 2001 reference there. Anyway, there you have it. That's the killer. The original was up to 50. And in my book, after that, I say, ouch, up to 50. 50 doesn't have such a big reference to musical bars and stuff. The aforementioned 4 is the big number. So my best bet is to sit down and use your favourite songs as the metronome, given that most songs these days are governed by the click track, which is the metronome's elder brother, smarter brother. What's that? Gene Wilder, Sherlock Holmes' smarter brother, with Marty Feldman after Young Frankenstein. Hey-ya! What hump? Anyway, what you do then is there's your killer. And one of the things that starts to happen is that as you build this up and just work it, you start to become melodic. If you're doing your rudiments to a song, that's, the wonder to me to this day was I'm there going, what do I need this thing for? Somewhere in 1973. And then suddenly, Game, Set and Cash. The Immigrant Song, Led Zeppelin, he said. Bonham didn't play it like that, I know already. But that's a paradiddle diddle. Right, left, right, left, left. There you go. I'm getting scatterbrained now. I'll move on. I'll get back to my notes here. And that's what you've got. And you notice that I've got a lead hand going. Now, last week, because I love my continuity, is that I have diagonal coordination. Have horizontal coordination because when you're doing this, it's up and down and up and down, and there you go. But when you're doing horizontal coordination, there you go. And And that's what you've got, you see. So be just as much at one with your horizontal as well as your vertical when you're doing that. So when you are doing things like, you're working on your double stroke rolls. Always like to try and accent the second of the double. There you go. It's always a great one. Start slow and work it up. So when you're actually doing that, thank you. Vegemite is king. I don't know. This sounded like an ad then. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh! And so what happens now is that you're keeping with the lead hand and the resolution point. Now what starts to happen is if you start to do things like, you start to work with time a little bit here. And you've got a 3 against 2 polyrhythm there. What happens if you paradiddle it? There you go. So what you've got is, I call them dozen uplets, really. Sort of thing. There you go. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and see, I'm under the threshold. That's why I've got the triggers on, so you can hear the different thing. So what happens here? Come on, Chris. Hit it over the net.
Quiet, please.
It's not so quiet at the moment. There you go. All right, so there's the lead hand. I better think about wrapping the show up if we're going to do anything for Channel 31 next. Not do a whole extra segment, but I probably will. There you go. So what we've got now is the pyramids. And as I said, what you've got is when you're doing the killer, you start small and then you work it up. So it's pyramid playing. One of the famous ones is the Paradiddle Pyramid. I've done it on the show before, but I'm going to keep on going and you can do different things with it, you see. So what happens is that essentially you've got 3 paradiddles, the single, double and triple, and you've got 1. You've got your single paradiddle, you've got double, and then you've got your triple. Put it together. What you've got is right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, 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 right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right. Ambitious. Well, it's live. I thought I'd give it a ping. There you go. You can also do ruffs and rolls. Now, for those who don't know, a ruff is any number of taps with a single stroke. So if you've got a 5-stroke ruff, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're looking at the 40 pass rudiments, they call it a single stroke 5 and a single stroke 7. They've just changed the name, you know, that kind of thing. If you go to the Buddy Rich book, which I had to blast through week after week in the old lessons back in the Buddy Rich rudiments book, got them all laid out. And there you go, 5-stroke, 7-stroke, 9-stroke ruffs. They're still there with rolls. Roll is any number of strokes played with double taps. So if you've got a 5-stroke ruff, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that kind of thing, and written in many different kinds of ways depending on the music. And when you're doing a 5-stroke ruff, it's right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. There you go. Need the flow when you've got a single stroke roll, and then double, same flow. Darkness enveloping me, visa cancelled.
Hallelujah.
There you go. Do it with your feet. You see, you get that. If you're doing the pyramid, which I was getting to, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it to 8, you could do it to 50. Ouch! Have it like that, you see. You could mix it up. That's a little bit where this comes from. There you go, you see, that's what goes on there. That's your pyramids. There you go. Now, start wrapping the show up because I'm doing techniques tonight. Let's go over everything. What you've got is technique. So get your, just do it, do the work. Technique, dynamics, snap levels. Notice, once again, if I'm going over the snap level, I get to a certain point and the trigger changes. So you get that kind of thing. And make everything musical. Even if, you see, one of the things about practice pads, they're wonderful. I did my disclaimer at the beginning of the show about how I love mine very much. And, but the thing about it is get on the drum kit as much as you can as per real kit and do the simplest of things. Like if you're doing a double paradiddle and you're there slogging away on the practice pad going right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, left. Of course we all need that. But as soon as you can, change. Go to a different drum. Don't let the new sounds put you off. Now, what you can do with this is you can put it into sort of pieces. Okay, and so what I'll finish off with is a little bit of a piece for improvisation, a little bit of contemporary percussive stuff. But what sort of goes on is that there's a thing called through composition, where what happens is it's not the standard verse, chorus, chorus, middle eight, 12-bar blues or anything like that. It's the first section, then the second section, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. They all have a theme, in a through composition, but it's like going on a journey. The easiest way I can explain it is just to listen to any famous drum solo. If you're looking at, say, Buddy Rich or John Bonham or something like that, they'll do their bit on the snare, and then they'll do their things around the toms, and then they'll hit all their cymbals at the same time, and then they'll fall off the back of the drum stool and everyone will cheer. There you go. And then they'll go out backstage and say, how many beers are on the band rider, mate? 1. No beer for you. Sorry, mate, bar's closed. But everyone flogged my drum kit all night. Sorry, mate, bar's closed. I don't even get a beer because I don't drink and drum, you see. Dirty. Can you at least sell me a fake visa? Oh dear. So with this through composition I'm going to do, it is, I've got a little thing set up. And what happens is when I did it, and I've done in past shows, that what you've got in many cases is that you're actually playing along to a voice, or, you know, everyone's got their natural voice, like, you know, regular watchers of the show will know how I talk and all that, Nick Cushion. And with that, you find your rhythm in the band. You know, when you're looking at band as this, you know, just this movable feast, you know, think of the Who. They're incredible. They just go like that. There's not, you know, no metronomes there. It's just Keith Moon going nuts and Pete Townsend and John Entwistle. I was like, my God, what am I listening to? It's like a roller coaster ride, you know, that kind of thing. And then when you're listening to, say, Metallica and Disposable Heroes, you can hear the tempo, but it goes slow. Faster, medium, slow. You know, it's like a roller coaster ride on time. You know, and that's rates. That's another thing. This particular piece that I've got, I'm actually hearing the footsteps. And what happens here is I've got it at 252. There it is there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the show with something that's a little bit through composed, incorporating everything that I've taught. Can you hear it? Footstep. Start again.
Quiet, please. Game, set, and
Cash.
quiet, please. Game,
Set and cash. I hope you enjoyed that concoction. And there it is. There's no cash in this. And so there you have it. You have it all for free. There you have it. So what happens? I'm going to love and leave you now. I hope you got something out of it. That was a little piece of music called Quiet Please. And what that's about is through composition. I hope you could see what I was trying to do there. And the little... Wait. It doesn't always have to be the metronome. It could be footsteps. There it is, and I'm out of here. Hey,
Hallelujah.
I'm
Game,
out. Oh, my name's Chris Quinlan, Melbourne Musos. I'll have it up later on tonight. Oh, thank you very much. Take care.
Quiet.
Hey.
Hallelujah. Quiet, please.